Hi all, so you're about to travel to the United Kingdom and you have to take the compulsory COVID tests. In this video I'll show you how you can save lots of money when ordering your COVID tests kit. When the whole scheme started, you could only order your test kits on the Gov.uk website from the NHS. But recently the government allowed private providers to take part in this scheme. In theory, it should create competition and dramatically lower the prices. In practice, it does that, but with some exceptions. And in this video I'll show you how some of the private providers are trying to scam you and how to avoid these scams. In order to book your COVID test kits, you should still follow the Gov.uk website. There is a page with instructions how you can find a coronavirus travel test provider if you're arriving in England. When you click Start Now button, you need to complete a short survey. And it'll get you to the list of providers. The list is ordered by default by price, and compared to the pricing that was before this list was introduced, it all looks pretty appealing, because before you would pay about £200 for your 2 tests, and now on this page you can see that the 2 tests would cost you from only £34. But when I was last traveling to Britain, I found out that it was all not so good as it looked at first. In fact, most of the top 20 providers in one way or another are trying to scam people, and I'll show you how. In order to do so, let's just go through the first providers and see their pages. So the first one, My London Pharmacy, promises you the whole kit for only £34.99. Let's check their website. Scrolling down, here we are, Day 2 plus 8 super budget. And here we go, straight away we can see that the price has risen dramatically. But even worse than that, on the calendar below you can see that there is actually no dates even for this price. So what you have to do, you have to go back and choose the other option for Day 2 and 8 test, which is postal. And when you click here and scroll down, you can actually see the real price, which is £165. And that's how they're scamming people. Just out of interest, let's see some information about this company. Let's go to cancellation policy to find the company's name. Usually it's very hard to do. Let's try the address link. As you can see, it's very hard to find the company's name. What we can do, we can get the company's address and search the company's house website. Basically no success there, so we don't even know what this company is. Let's get on. The second company offers the kit for £39. Let's have a look. Straight away, on the first page, we can find an even lower price. But let's go with the one listed on the Gov.uk website for amber list only countries. So here we are, £38. Order now. Book your appointment. So far so good. Choosing the location, trying the date, trying the time, booking. So I've completed the form and it seems to be pretty much legit, but they add the shipping price to your total, so the actual price is actually going up by £10 compared to what is listed on the Gov.uk website. So again, you cannot get the tests for the price listed. Let's get on. UK Health Testing offers you the price of £39 as well. Scrolling down, and straight away we just don't see the option listed on the Gov.uk website. So once again, the price listed on the Gov.uk website is not the one that you get on the provider's website. Let's get on. 100 COVID clear, £40. Checking through the website. There's just two options, test by post and on-site test. Normally, the on-site test is cheaper. So if we go to test by post, it's most likely to be overpriced as well. Here we are, £89. So we go back and let's try the Gloucester test location. We go in here, scrolling down, and we can see even lower price than on the Gov.uk website. Let's just try out. £33 looks good. Select time. And as on most websites, there'll be no available slots. So once again, there is a price even lower than promised, but as expected, you cannot actually book a test for this price. Let's have a look at what this company is. Let's try contacts. No information here. Let's try just their name in the company's house website. As you can see, it was incorporated only a year ago, as most of the companies in the list. Let's have a look at the company's people. There's one person. And as with many directors of those companies in the list, you'll find that many of them have more than one company for one reason or another. I don't know the exact reasons behind this, but it doesn't look really good, considering all the other circumstances. So once again, we couldn't get the price promised. Let's try a few more companies. Anglia DNA Services, £40 promised. Scrolling down, once again we can see that this price only relates to the on-site test. Adding it to a cart. Luckily we have some sports. We can choose the time. The price remains. Add it to the basket. And here it looks promising. At least we have the subtotal of £40. The only thing that might change over time is the shipping price again. But considering this is an on-site option, we can assume that this is not a scam. But still it is very misleading. So out of the first 5 companies, this is the first one that looks pretty much legit. Let's make it a 10, 5 more companies. HHH Diagnostic, this is the price of £42. On the website we can see that this is actually available at this price. Choosing location. Same price. Choosing the date, time. We have the form, which looks very much similar to the one we had before. So I'm pretty much sure that they will add some extra cost at the last step, but I'm not going to get through the process again. So let's just assume they are legit. Another one, Expert TMS, promising us £42. Scrolling down, we have 6 options. Apparently if we go to Day 2 and 8 option, we'll find a higher price. In this case it's £139, but they promised their price applies only to on-site testing. The price promised, that's fine. But here we can actually see that we cannot sign up online for it. We have to send them an email. So what I'll do, I'll try to send them an email, and if I get a reply by the end of the recording, I'll let you know if they have available spots. So once again, We were able to find the price listed on the website, but what I think is happening here is that they are trying to hook you using the price, and once you get on the website, you realize that on-site location is actually very distant because they are often very far from any airports, and the only option you have is to book a post-test. And you're thinking, okay, if they have a low on-site price, they must also have a reasonable price for post-testing. But usually they don't. Another one, 004 medical testing. Let's see if we can find the promised price of £43. Here we are. On the first page, we can see straight away that there is no price like this. By scrolling down, we can see the on-site price in the GoView case list. These are out of stock. This is clearly a scam, and such companies are just placing these out-of-order options in order to be higher on the GoView case website. Scrolling down, one more. Optimized Body and Mind promises us £45 for the kit. Straight away £90, clearly that this is a scam. Another one, Andres Pharmacy. The promised price is £50. Get your tests arranged. We can see the pricing. Day 2 and 8, we can see straight away £170. They must be having something like on-site testing at a lower price, but they actually don't. So this is pure scam. Dia Pharmacy, the same webpage, even though it's a different company. So they just trying to overwhelm list with themselves, trying to increase their chances to be booked. Just have a look at the company. Company's house. Yes, here they are. Okay, let's have a look. So they were incorporated actually quite many years ago. But what I'm interested is how many companies do the owners actually have. Let's go to people. Let's have a look at the first director. Okay, he has just one company, which is good. Looks fine. Let's have a look at the second one. And here we go. He has like 4, 5, 6 different companies. And even though it's not actually forbidden or something, but it should make you think about whether you can trust this specific company. Let's have a look at the last resigning director, and same picture here. So once again, this is clearly a scam. And one more company for £50. Once again, we have the regular price for the home kit, much higher. But let's have a look at testing at London Clinic, which here is appealing £20. Okay, 35 actually for 2 days. Let's try. So what we need is day 2 and 8 test. Luckily we have available spots. Continue. I haven't pressed pay now. I haven't seen any changes in pricing. So let's assume that they are not actually scamming people, but the only thing you have to be aware of is that the pricing placed on the GoVUK website is actually only for an on-site testing. Okay, now we've seen that in the top 10 companies or so, most of the companies are in some way or another trying to scam you. But all of these so far have referred to the on-site option. Let's find somebody who actually refers to self-swap at home. So the first one is 1 to 3 tests GoUK promises you self-swap at home for £55, and straight away we can see that the price for day 2 and 8 test is actually £150. And this is actually another very popular type of scam. What they do, they place an option of day 2 and 8 in September for the price listed on the GovUK's website. But do you actually need a test for September now in June? So once again, it's a scam trying to attract more visitors to the website in a hope that some of them will inevitably order the full COVID test kit for a much higher price. Let's have a look at this one, £55 as well. The same exact website, actually the same exact link. So we're not checking it, just confirming this is a scam. One more 001 COVID test, very similar name, £60 promised. Going to the website, let's check the pricing. Book your test. And here we have day 2 and 8 test for £120, even though it was promised twice as cheap. And they're saying sale here. And they don't even have a September option or something to justify it. So clearly this is a scam. And I would check the company info, but they don't have any, so I can't do this. And let's try the last one, One Stop COVID Shop. They promised £60 for self-swab at home. Let's have a look. Once again, June-July arrivals are 3 times more expensive. September arrivals are at the promised price. Let's try and order, but what you'll see that the link just doesn't work. So that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna bore you with more examples. What you can see is that clearly at the very top part of the list, most of the companies are actually scamming you, and you won't be able to find an option to get your COVID test for the price promised. So what is the lowest price you can actually order your COVID test kit for self-swab at home? When I last traveled to Britain, I researched the top 50 companies, and I have actually found a company which offers you the whole kit for lower than £100. In my case, it was the Dante Labs. They promised the price of £84. In practice, the price that they promised on the GovUK's website actually proved to be correct. So let's have a look. Scrolling down, and interestingly we can now see that the price I actually ordered their COVID travel testing package is now unavailable. They say it is sold out. So at this point I can't say whether they're scamming people as well or not. And so, well, my suggestion at this point would be that, considering many of the directors of these companies are actually starting many businesses, I can assume that they just open these websites and actually allowing some of the people to buy COVID tests at lower prices at start, but then at some point they just close the opportunity and hope there'll be orders at higher prices. So my suggestion for you would be not to go with the top companies in the list, but rather search something in between £80 and £100, which is still a reasonable price compared to what it was previously. Do your research and carefully check the price before you press the pay button. Do I think that the whole idea of enabling private providers to provide COVID tests was bad? No. On the contrary, I think it's a very good idea, and it has created a competition, and actually you can now order your travel package twice as cheap compared to what it was initially. Besides, none of these companies are actually doing anything illegal, and it very much depends on how you define scam. Technically they are just being dishonest, but they have the right to be this way. So my suggestion would be for the government to take off the price information from this list, and in order to provide a more healthy competition, to randomize the list every time a user loads it. That's it for now. I would be really interested in your opinion, whether you think these companies are actually scamming people or not. Write your comments, like the video to help other people not to get scammed, and have a safe journey if you travel soon.